I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I'm going to come back to you.
On 2nd and 7, Brees. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go.
In his 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017. Just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now for Brees. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Brees. Now Brees lost the football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, it's Brees. He'll air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Yellow waiting. Here we go. We got 21.
Brees now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Brees on 3rd down. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, I want to get your MVP thoughts. Lamar Jackson, he seems to be the leader right now, is he not?
I would agree with that. His team is the hottest team in the league right now.
And then you've got, well, let's think of the others. Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Who else? Christian McCaffrey?
I would say Christian McCaffrey, although it's hard for a running back to win it. Don't forget Michael Thomas with the Saints continued to have big numbers even while Drew Brees was out. But also, if Patrick Mahomes gets hot and the Chiefs run off a string, he's a defending NFL MVP.
But think about this. If Lamar Jackson does win the MVP, he'll be the first 22-year-old to do it since Jim Brown. On 2nd down now, It's Ingram. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 84 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Who that?
To throw is Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Opposite. Bravo.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. He'll run it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 22, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Kill. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
You got 11. Mike, 48. Hey, Foxtrot. Clock. 48, the Mike. Now watch one. 20 seconds.
Breeze now on first down. Again has it complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Breeze now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Breeze going to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, he scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside, because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Target.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
Sammy! Let's go. Orbit. 48. Hey, we go Mike to 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the pass. 48 to Mike. Down 36. 48. Mike, 48. I got you, son.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
36. I got you. Hey, echo. 36. 5-9. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 36. Mike 36. Good night.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Able to slither by. And now running right through it. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So thanks. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Saints.
Line 36. Line 36. Watch the screen.
On first down, Breeze gets this one to Hill. The ball comes out.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Latavius Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 54 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Watch the run. Come on.
Now it's Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ingram again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hey, Charlie. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go one more. Mike, 36.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
36 to Mike. Hey, watch. Hey, exit. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Your track, your track. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hey, high 7. 36. Mike, 36. This is warm-up. Watch 36 to Mike.
Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. On second down, Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 37-yard line.
Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Here's Jackson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 28 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken near the 13.
Let's go, brother.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 42. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Mike, 48. Squeeze, double. Check, 48's the Mike. Check, 48's the Mike. Switch.
Breeze to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
0-2.
Back to throw, Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This for 52, and this for the win. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Again has it complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch 36 to Mike.
Now Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
You don't see me. Hey, you. 36 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Mike, 36. Mike, 36. He's the opposite.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, wahoo! Watch 36.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. How about that, partner? Not only a 4th down conversion in a tie game, a 4th down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. But now it's 3rd down. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Christian Travis.
Mike, 36.
Over.
36. There we go.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
We own them. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Let's go, D.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
Under 10.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Fresno. Check 23.
Throwing is Jackson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Some strong running at the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flush to his right.